Most traders know the patterns. Breakouts, gap fills, bounces off the 9 EMA. And yet, most still fail, not from a lack of knowledge. They fail because they're trading without context. Would you drive blindfolded on the freeway? That's what it's like trading without understanding market structure. Are we trending, consolidating, or reversing? Which setups fit today's environment? What levels truly matter and which are just noise? Market context answers all of that. That's why every morning I post a clear market context and game plan. It's the same blueprint I use before every trade. You'll know if we're in expansion or contraction mode, when to trust the open or fade it, whether a gap will run or reverse, where traders are trapped and where price is likely to react. With context, you're not chasing, you're executing. If you want to trade with clarity and conviction, read the daily game plan by 9 a.m. EST on Substack. Join us live on Discord and YouTube. It's not about seeing more setups. It's about knowing which ones matter before the bell rings. Good morning, traders. Good morning, Vivek. How you guys doing, buddy?
Good morning. How are you?
Good. What a market, huh?
Did
Man, look at this. Yes, Friday and now today.
you make a million?
No, I wish.
This is the market for you, right? Like up and down.
Yeah, but it doesn't really matter. Yeah, you need a setup. It's just too volatile to make it. I made a little bit of money on Friday by trading downside.
Yeah, it's like I mean, of course, I was a chicken, but if you just go short on Friday, at when it started dropping, it never came up.
I mean, it doesn't need to be. I basically showed it way back, late because I was not looking at it. I saw after 12 o'clock, close to. I mean, I noticed basically, I think 11:30, but I traded after 12, downside move.
Hmm.
But now I think now this is a little tricky. So tell me, so let everybody know, not only the me, also the chat room. What is the situation in for the shutdown? We still have a shutdown.
Yeah,
Okay. And what about the tariff situation? Are we de-escalating, or is there any updated news from the Trump?
I don't think. Yeah, I think there is a. Initially, he was saying that he won't meet Xi, but then he said he will meet Chiefs, I think, and then I think he's playing it down the whole situation. So they're meeting this week, right? So I think it's the markets are not crazy anymore about that.
Look at this. There's just one spike came in of 40 points. Those who have shorted, they're just gone. I don't know.
Yeah,
There was no news
no,
at all.
it's 9 a.m. That's it.
Yeah, look at this short squeeze. Yeah, man, these guys are really scary. Look at this short. It was just coming down. I was wondering what's happening. Why it just keep dropping? And it's just one candle. They basically this just one candle is almost over 50 points from 85, and it's still going. It's still 50. It's still not closed, but oh man, this squeeze is really hard, man. Look at this.
Yeah, it's a 9 a.m. Candle. I
Yeah,
don't.
but it doesn't. I mean, this trend is going right. I mean, if something is going, they just want to squeeze. So I think the idea is that any time is just going to come back between the 700 range. I think buyers are there. They just wanted to buy, and the moment it goes over 850, 900, they start selling it. So it's just the very bizarre. What I'm looking at right now is very bizarre price action. Let's just share the screen. Let's do the analysis. Let's do some preparation so then we don't lose money, because this volatility is just crazy. So let's start. Look at the daily chart. Look at the very bad bearish bar. So look at this bearish bar, on the downside on Friday. And then we have a Sunday evening bounce back, right? And now we are again trying to bounce and making anyway. Now the question is that, are we going to hold these low, which is 224,730, and high is almost the 950, so it's almost the 250 points push on the upside. And I think that's what's getting crazy here. We have a very good range. So if we are, and volatility is also really high. So if you're on the wrong side of the trade, they're just going to squeeze you. Look at this squeeze. 1 minute, look at the 3 minutes from 80 to 880, 100 points move in just 3 minutes. So be
Yeah,
very careful. If you're on the wrong side, you're just going to be done, right? Just going to blow your count. So extremely range kind of a setup. So now I think what I'm looking at it. So I'm looking at it. I mean, of course, I don't want it to go on the breakout of 24,900. I mean, this could be not perfect,
what we really want, that we want market to hold this level, which is close to 850, 860 area, which is currently right now here. So we want market to pull back a little bit, maybe to the VWAP, and then hold and start moving back up again over 24,865. That is basically the first high created yesterday, right? If you look at it here, this is the first high, right? Here you go, right? Close to 860 is the first high, 856, 860. And I think if this can hold, I'm looking to see that if we can go a little bit up here before the market opens, dip here and hold this level and then move back up. I think that's the lag I wanted to take on the upside. I don't want it to open the price here and then just lift up. If it lifts up, I'm not gonna go long because it's gonna be too risky. And for the short side, you know, to be honest, I'm not really interested because look at this, the how this is moving. But could the short could be coming here if this area fails, and then again it's moving back down. Then you can look for the short, but I'm not be shorting it at the bottom in the 700s. I think that's too risky. So idea is that going long, if it's hold over 2,000 24,850, and going short, if it fails 950 area, 25,000 area, if it fails, then we can short it, but I'm not going to be shorting it at the bottom of those ranges.
So yes, so the high at 330 or something like that, it was 24,944.
Yeah, so that would be our target.
Yeah.
But we really want, I don't really want to do it now. They see this moving right now. Look at this, the move, right? It's continuously just moving up. I don't, there should be something new. It's not 9 a.m. candle, Vivek.
It happened, it started at 9 a.m., but yeah, exactly at 9 a.m., right?
It's almost 140 points move
Yeah.
non-stop.
So someone just bought a lot. That's what it is. I didn't see any news. That's what I'm saying. And it happened exactly at 9 a.m. So not sure whether there was any news or not on today because government is shut down, right? So um, not much data is coming out anyways. But 9 a.m. there was no news. The news was OPEC monthly report, which has got nothing to do with this. That was at 7 a.m. But the next news, construction spending
Hmm.
month to month and CB employment trends index. Those are at 10 a.m. Wholesale sales MOM is at 10 a.m.
But
also.
are they going to release the data if
I don't
there
know
is
that.
no?
I don't know that because employment data did not come out right
Yeah,
last time also, so they may not. But today is the day when the earnings are starting also. But Monday is little light. It's just one company. Before open, it was Fastenal, but they must have released already. But tomorrow onwards, big banks are releasing tomorrow. J.P. Morgan, Citibank, Wells Fargo, Goldman Sachs. So tomorrow, today, banks are closed too. It's a bank holiday.
yeah.
So these guys are going to start reporting, and then all the big companies will be reporting after that, right? So yeah, but the market is bullish because it was in a range up to like 20, up to 9 a.m. It wasn't as soon as it broke the
Yeah.
VWAP at
I mean,
248.
they're still in the range because the reason being is that they still the 30 minutes range being created. Basically, market has not moved after 10 o'clock yesterday. Market
10
is still in
o'clock.
the same spot right now. It's just broke, but still under the high of the 3 a.m. So the problem with this volatility is that, you can, if you're on the wrong side, it's just gonna be so painful for you. It's not going to be an easy day.
Yeah, I mean, this is news-driven markets nowadays. So yesterday also, like Friday also, whoever was like thinking, I mean, if you think planning a trade or whatever, when the news came and the risk profile would not have been huge, right? But then suddenly it dropped, and the risk was infinite.
Yeah, I think that is the issue, because when you trade news, you don't know what is the limit of the move,
Yeah,
and you should not be guessing it, because if you start guessing the news impact, you're just gonna open up the disaster for yourself. Because if you start reverse, trading reverse, and all different kind of stuff, you start trading it, what is just gonna really happen is that you're gonna get stuck. You're gonna think, oh, uh, am I? Is this enough, or it should be? And you start thinking of the ideas which is not there. So guys, be very careful. Mind your size today. Uh, we have to be very careful in sizing. Where are all our buddies on the YouTube? I mean, there's no one on the YouTube today. What's happening here?
it's a bank holiday probably, and so I don't know. It
Maybe
doesn't.
they blew the accounts last night.
Or they made so much money that they don't want to trade.
That's impossible. I mean, yesterday move was insane. Yeah, likely people were trying to short it.
Yeah.
The that much I know the retail traders. They always like to go against the candle. That was an insane move. I mean, market gapped up 4550, to all the way 800, then 900. You know, it's just really too much. Just like right now, if you shorted it, you must be happy, and then suddenly one candle ruin everything. Today is another challenging day, but it is a plus day, in a sense that from the volatility perspective there is a plus day. Then from the setup perspective, if the trend continues towards the upside, then it is the a plus day. Or if it fails to start coming back down, then the a plus day. But if it's chop around, then it's not a plus day. But right now, I think that we have a good potential for both scenarios, and we're gonna look forward. Look at the gold. Gold is just. I think maybe you know what I mean. This meeting could be the climax, provide the climax for the gold,
Yeah.
because the China meeting with China and then gold started rising up. I think we should even focus. We can even trade gold as well today. Gold could be an important, because now it's 44,106. So gold can be a good spot to trade as well today. A lot of volatility in the gold, and
Is there a micro on that
yeah,
gold?
MGC.
MGC.
Yeah, and it's parabolic right now. It's parabolic. And when is he meeting with the President Xi Jinping?
I don't know the day, but I think it is this week sometime.
Can you Google it quickly? I think that maybe the gold could be the place where this week is going to provide the climax.
Mm.
right
Trump
now.
is on track to meet Xi in South Korea, Besant says, which is what came at 9 a.m. That news. That's why
Oh,
maybe it jumped the market. Uh,
what is the news?
yeah, the Besant, our Treasury Secretary,
Yeah.
he said at 9 a.m. that Trump on track to meet Xi in South Korea.
See, okay. So is South Korea means they're both in South Korea right now?
They are going to meet. So date, where is the date? Besant said would not go into effect. Will be meeting Southeast Xi. Exact date, I don't see it yet. But yeah, I think that was the news that jumped the market.
Yeah, I told you, right? This move was not really 9 o'clock move; is a news-driven move.
Yeah,
But that meeting was scheduled for the October 31st to November 1st in the press conference. So it's still the whole month away.
yeah. So, but Friday he said that he won't meet him, and he canceled the meeting. That's why, and then he put 100% tariff extra above 30%.
No, but still, I'm just thinking from the volatile perspective. Yes, okay, market is going back up, or market may come down, but I'm saying that whether meeting happens or not happen, there are a lot of days in between that. So,
Yeah,
so
right.
saying that they are going to meet today may just going to provide temporary rally, and then going back again, the rally can fade again because it has a lot of time.
Yeah, until then there'll be problems. Yeah,
And until then it's just going to be the roller coaster. So
yeah.
it's mean that it's mean that the goal is really going to be how we can play gold is just breaking out, man. I mean, just buy gold and forget it.
Yeah, so gold has the multiple things. It's not just China. Gold has one more stuff going on, which I didn't think a lot, but someone told me recently that even US has problems with India too, right, in tariffs. So looks like there is some patriotism going on, and plus there is Diwali very close. So people in India they are buying gold a lot right now. So India is the biggest buyer of gold, right? Retail buyer or consumer, whatever you call. So it is increasing for that reason too. So it will increase. Diwali is like this weekend or next week.
Wow. And you look at the Bitcoin crash happened on Friday. I mean, just insane. I was looking at the Twitter's messages. Some lost millions, some lost. It's just really terrible to see.
Yeah, I mean everything dropped. So in Bitcoin, Ethereum, Dogecoin, everything dropped. Now everything is up. So I mean it is up from the lows, right? So these things, I mean, this kind of it should not happen in a U.S. market, but it is happening. Things are jumping up and down like a banana republic stock market. But yeah, the they have toned down on the China um, thing, so tariff or whatever. So which is why the markets are going up. But there's no. I don't think the meeting is immediate. I didn't find the date. I googled,
Yeah, I
and
think it's the same Asia Pacific conference.
yeah. So Trump says this is AP News. Trump says he and she will meet in South Korea in coming weeks, and he'll later go to China.
Oh,
Yeah, so he will also go to China. he would meet China Xi Jinping at a regional summit taking place at the end of October in South Korea, and he will visit China in the early part of next year, following a lengthy conversation between the two on Friday. They had a call on Friday also.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Yeah. So, and he says that she will come to US at an appropriate time, and that they have made progress in the approval or whatever. So yeah, so it's I mean it was just a I think what because I was listening to one of the analysts on CNN
Mm,
Friday evening after the
mm,
after the market futures had closed and stuff. And they were saying that this was just because the market was so much up, the the market people they just dropped it because they want to book profit more because I mean of course there was a reason, but they used the reason to correct it.
mm.
So it was widely expected that it would be okay because Trump toned down after that quite a bit. It was so much up, right? Like it was like 25,300 or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, so all-time high, multiple all-time highs. Friday is a day where mostly trading should be limited anyways. So I was not trading, luckily, at that time. Otherwise, I would have gone long for sure when it dropped so much.
Yeah, it was a very sudden drop. I mean, nobody expect. And if you've seen those kind of a drop in the past few months, you likely be buying the dip, kind of
Yeah,
oh, it's gonna reverse.
I mean, I was not buying it. I was not planning to buy immediately, but I was planning to thinking of buying like maybe around 230 or something. Then it was reversing a little bit, but then again some news came and it dropped further after five
Yeah,
because I think he canceled the meeting later,
yeah,
which dropped it more. So it was like a so normally yeah, you know that too, right? Like you always say that uh, after a big drop there'll be always a pullback a little bit. There was
yeah.
there was a pullback little bit at 230 or something like that, and then so I was thinking, okay, this is a good time to maybe make a little long, like micro, not a mini. But even you will lose a lot in micro also if it drops 200 points, right?
Yeah.
Like even one micro, you lose like 400 bucks. So, and I don't trade one micro, I trade at least two or three. So I will trade and I'll lose more for sure.
And also because the problem what was having is that the volatility was too much. So market was moving 20, 50 points in just one go, right? And
Yeah.
it's
So
and
there's no risk there. You can't put a stop or something. Yeah. If you put a stop, then you'll be wigged out both sides.
exactly.
If you go short, you'll be gone. If you go long, you'll be gone too. So there was no. So you had to really naked short, like no, not naked, but no ATM or stop loss or whatever. Or you have to put like a 200-point stop loss.
Yeah, that's true. Because it was not easy because too much volatility is always so much uh, put the pressure on, right? You think though you can scalp, but actually it's just gonna create the more kind of a structure where you're gonna lose more. All right, 8 minutes remaining.
So what is your gut strategy. I know the levels is 24,850. Above that, we will try to go long, right? And
Yeah.
but uh, but of course, I'm thinking that the first 5 minutes would be super crazy. But what is your gut strategy?
I mean, I will just wait a little bit to clean this up. The problem with what we're having right now, let's see that can market hold the VWAP, because VWAP is very close to the area where we wanted to see this holding.
Yeah.
It is also possible that we can go all the way to the 750, retest 750, 700, 730, and then start buying back up again. I think that could be the better if they start immediately dump without any pullback. They just dump, 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 and then the buyers comes in. Good morning, Alex. How you doing?
So you think ES is a better instrument today or not?
We'll see that wherever the volatility contract, then we're gonna trade it.
Because even in funded, I'm thinking of trading MNQ today, not NQ.
Yeah, MNQ is much better.
Yeah, it's just crazy. So how much money you made, Alex, on Friday? You must have made 100,000 for sure. It was a drop of 800 points, right? So if he had 10 MNQs or one NQ now, he's trading NQs now. So even if he had one NQ, he would make a lot of money. Or you're cautious? Only 3,000? That's not bad. 3,000 is a good amount. I was thinking that you'll make at least 10,000 because the way 3,000 is normal for you, right? Friday was not a normal day. Whoever is on the right side, they will make at least 10,000. So it tried to break the VWAP. It tested it and jumped.
Right, 4 more minutes before the market opens.
Upper range single points today. What does that? Single prints today. What does that mean? 25120. Okay. Yeah, I think 2512144 is high, so yeah, that's a good target. Two five. You're saying 2.5. That's a lot. I
What's
have,
2.5? What are you saying?
he's saying he's targeting 25120. That's
On
a
the upside?
yeah.
Yeah, it could possible, because if it's gonna break out on the upside, that's what I'm saying. So if it's gonna hold the VWAP, right, and it's going to hold the pre-market high, and it's gonna break the Asia high, then of course it's mean that then the trend is again established, that it's just going to be a fake out drop, right? Then market going to go back into the same ranges where it was. But if it failed to hold, then we're going to see a big drop. But the question is not about that what range. The question is going to be that what is going to happen first? Are they going to dump first or going to buy first?
Yeah, it's when 24. It's right now. It's like trying to break the VWAP, and it's already 437 points up, and ATR is 300 normally, right? So
Yeah.
of course today ATR may not play a big role, but still, if you want to go to 251 to 252 200, it's like 400 more points. That's exactly taking closing the whole gap from Friday, from
Yeah.
the top of Friday rather.
That is, I think that's a little tough to close the whole gap, but
Yeah,
it's highly possible because if the new because there's a news driven move and if people are confident. See, the point is also that just think from the perspective that those who went institution might have closed their position, right? They must have closed their position, right? So
yeah.
now if they think that this trend is really going back up again, that they're going to buy back again, right? But in order for them to buy back again, they need a little more consolidation and more comfort that they can hold it, right? Or maybe they don't buy because they know the meeting is still pending and there will be a lot of de-escalation will come later on, right? So they will like to at least a retest of the low so that they can buy the best price possible. Right now, this is not the best. Right now, this is not the best price possible for them. If you look at it, right? If you look at it, this is not the best price possible for them. So I think that likely we're gonna see it could be the dump first, I guess. All right, guys, good luck. Market is open. Very big, strong gap up. So be very careful. Be very mindful.
Today is a bank holiday too, so investment banking may not be working.
All right. So market is holding. ES is holding the prior day midday midnight close, basically a 6670 is holding that midnight. Um, ES is above, not able to hold the VWAP. ES is below the VWAP. So it seems to me that the first move is going towards a downside move. UVXY, oh, UVXY is a gap down a lot. Okay, UVXY is, let's see what UVXY does here. ES and NQ both are under the VWAP. Okay, we're watching. The first move is coming on the upside. ES is basically retesting the 9 o'clock push, NQ still below that move. Okay, ES is looking much more stronger. Okay, NQC and ES is trying to break the 9 o'clock range, 6680. NQ still in the consolidating range on the first few minutes, not able to reclaim the VWAP. Okay, watch it. I think this is an important candle. Let's see what ES does. NQ is testing the bottom of the 9 o'clock range. Okay, I think the first move is likely going to be downside. All right, market shows their card. The first move is going to be a downside move. Let's see what it does. Now we look for the setup. So NQ has came back to the 780 range right now. That's exactly the range we were talking about, that every time comes in and start buying back up, right? So 730 is the next range. We'll see if we can find a breakdown under these. This is almost the 80 points range right now. Come on, we need a little bit more consolidation. Give a little bit of consolidation, man. Don't give us the failed breakdown. Here you go, man. They're just breaking down. The first step is coming down here. The first step is coming down, but where is the entry right now? I don't know the entry. It's just coming down. Here you go. So NQ, just 1 minute, as we was talking about Vivek, that it's likely gonna be the dump first, and they immediately going back into the 730 range we were talking about.
Yeah.
So I think that
No.
that's a good sign. If this holds now, I think that's really going to be the key here. Can this hold? Oh man, they're just dumping it. We are not in the trade right now. It's absolutely possible that they're going to close the whole gap. Okay, all right, we'll see that now. Okay, we know there's a clear breakdown structure in place. Well, now we need to see that can we break under the lows now, or this is the bottom for today.
It's holding the pre-market low.
Let's see how long. We are already 7 minutes in the market right now. Good morning, Khurshid. Guys, please give us thumbs up if you're watching. Yeah, we're looking for a good trades. I'm gonna let you know when we find some good trades. It is possible that if you give a thumbs up, please. All right, this bounce came in. Let's see that this is the real bounce or is just a this small debt can bounce, so then again short can reload this. Yeah, it's look like the um, look like the short has reloaded that downside move. Let's see, I'm still not in the trade. I'm looking to see if we can see some sort of a failure under 730. If you're not gonna get anything under the failure, excuse me, then I'm gonna look for the long if it's able to reclaim 24,800. Right now, I don't know. I cannot trade this because each candle is almost 50 points candle. So you can't take the 1 minute 50 point candle, man. You're gonna be just gonna be rich and poor in the just 1 minute.
Yeah.
Because 50 points of 1 minute candle is too much. Okay, I think this is coming down, but I think pre-market low is very close. I'm not sure taking short here. I wanted to see what it does. ES is still way above the pre-market low, so a lot of divergences here. I'm looking for some setup, but I'm not really convinced at this point. Volatility is still too high. I don't think so. We're gonna find a setup close, lower than the 40-point risk. But I'm saying that even if we take the 40-point risk, we need to have the potential to make at least 80 to 120 points, right? Um, right now, because the pre-market low is so close, we don't know it's going to break. So that's why I'm not really wanting to go short, and neither I'm going to go long because there are a lot of downside momentum here. If you look at the 5 minute on the ES, it's just doji, bottoming wicks, and on the NQ we also have some bottoming wicks, and 24,730 is a key level where all the bounces we have seen in the NQ have happened within this level of 24,700. So right now I don't see the same level of buyers which we have seen in the pre-market. So that's maybe a good sign for us to go short. But the problem is that I see a lot of orders taking between 730 to 710 in the book map. Okay, we made the 730 again, double bottom. Guys, be patient today. We're gonna find a good trade, but just be patient today. Look at this bottoming wick. Wow, look at this, man. Those who try shorting it, they are just smoked with this squeeze. Almost Vivek 50-point candle. I think we should have taken the long side. Nothing else. Okay, ES is retesting the VWAP. Oh, very nice. I think they are moving really nicely now. Let's see if you can find the upside move. NQ is ES is almost close to the upside move. ES is testing the opening range. And the NQ. Okay, I'm watching here. Now let's see what happened. If it's going to break out over the 100, 810, I'm going to go long. Okay. But I don't want immediate breakout. I want 1 minute of consolidation here. Come on, don't break out immediately. Come on. Hold a little bit. It could be the lower high structure if it fails here, because it's still below the VWAP. So I'm watching on the both side of the scenarios, but I'm leaning towards the upside if it's going to break out here. Watch, go small size if you're going to break out here. Okay. Not yet. Not yet. Okay, so this is failed. Look at this one, lower high structure. It failed, but I'm not long, neither long nor short. We'll see what happened here. It's maybe the lower high structure, but still within the range. This could be the just a fake out to trap more shorts and then squeeze them up again. So no entry yet, guys. No trade. So guys, between the 724, 730 to 820, there is no trade in between, guys. Right now we are in a very tight, very big range of each candle is making almost 50 points. It's just really hard. I mean, if you're lucky in the right direction within the time you enter, but the moment you are a little bit vague, you're gonna be losing money. Okay, see the another bottoming tail coming in. The problem that I'm facing at this point is that both indexes are under the VWAP. And that's what I'm saying, that if it's going to break the VWAP, which is close to 820, that's what I was thinking for going with the volume comes in, break 810, and then go towards upside. But right now, I'm just making the lower high structure. Both indexes, not even a single index is breaking the VWAP, because even if one breaks, then we have the idea that, okay, you know what, one is breaking, we can go to the second one. Okay, get ready for the NQ. I'm gonna go long over 820. Okay, I'm gonna go long over 820, 24,820. Go small size because the risk is a little more. Okay, I'm long here. profit target would be over 870 or over 860, whatever you want to say. I didn't like it. It's failed to break. If it's going to break 800, I'm going to stop out. Okay, I'm not gonna risk more than 25 points. If it's going to fail 800, I'm going to stop out. Okay, so far so good. It's holding, but it's not holding 815. I really want this to hold 815 first. Okay, is it rejecting 815 again and again? Guys, I'm going to lift my stop loss. Okay, I'm going to lift my stop loss to 820. So I'm going to just risk 5 points now. If it's going to break out, okay, I'm stopped out. I don't like it. It's really struggling here. So I'm stopped out with a 5 point stop loss here. I mean, it's still good maybe, but I feel like it's just struggling. It doesn't have enthusiasm. It might gonna move up, but I'm gonna miss this move if it's gonna move. I don't want to risk of dropping another 50 points on me. I'll take 5 point risk. That's it. So I'm out. I'm flat with the 5 point stop loss. If it's going to break out, I'm going to miss that. I'm going to re-enter later on, but I'm not entering here. Guys, those who are sticking with the trade, I mean, kudos to them. It reached to our target. Vivek, were you in the trade?
So I did with two MNQs only, but yeah, I kept myself in the trade.
Awesome. Okay, because it looks really good now.
Yeah, I was definitely, I didn't take a lot of risk today. It's definitely going to break. That's what I know, but when it is going to break up, no, nobody knows.
I think it's going to go towards the pre-market high now.
Yeah.
Close to 900 is retesting. Can they break out 860?
So I entered at 14, 2814, 24814, and then exited at 2428,
Awesome.
829, and 844.
Right. I chickened out. I basically took the stop on 15 points. I mean, I like it now. I mean, if it's gonna break out, I'm gonna re-enter here.
But with two MNQs, right? It was
It doesn't
not.
really matter. See, the only thing important is that you decide your own risk. Okay,
Yeah,
you traded M and Q because you don't want to lose too much. Of
yeah,
course, a reward is always going to come with how much you're willing to risk, right?
yeah,
Unless you're gambling, then you're always going to risk more.
yeah.
But that is a better approach, right? That you wanted to risk what you can afford to lose.
Yeah, today is not the day that I want to lose, right? I mean,
Yeah, so I think you did a good job then. All right, it's moving. I think it's going to go towards the 900, 870, 880. I think it's going towards the 900. ESNQ both has reclaimed the VWAP. Yeah, I think this really looks good. Anyway, I just scalped it. I chicken out on the 5 point stop loss. So I just recovered the 5 point, but I'm still not in the trade. I'm gonna look for the better. You see, I don't like this. Still, it's moving up, but it's not moving with the full convection momentum, right? It's just moving. It's just lifting. Slowly, they're lifting, but I feel like we need a better move. UVXY is coming down, so I think the trend is confirmed. Is going upside. Um, and if this trend is going to continue, then we're gonna see a very strong another leg up, and I think that's what I'm looking to trade. So right now we are first 10 minutes were sell off. The next 15 minutes were green candles. Now 10 o'clock about to come. I want to see if this is the real trend going towards the upside. I want to see a pullback to the VWAP, and I'm going to go long. Yeah, I mean, super okay. I can definitely can open the GC. GC, I mean, to be very honest, you do not need anything for GC. GC is just uptrending. You just buy. Whenever you feel like you just press a buy button. That's it. That's what you need to know for the goal to trade. So if you look at it here, let me just bring it here. So if you look at here, see here, let's just do the 2 minutes chart. If you look at it 2 minutes, or if you look, even if you go and set up on a 5 minute chart, which is because sometimes the gold moves a lot, but it's slow mover. If you look at it, it's really, very strong. So anytime it pulled back to 21 EMA, it just bought back up, right? So you just follow the trend. Anytime it pullbacks close to these levels of 410, you can buy with a stop loss under the low of the uh, uh, 21 EMA, but you need to make sure that it come down and retest and then start moving back up. When it start moving back up, you go long here with the risk of the low of the day, like that. Well, this is another 5 minutes, another green 5 minutes.
So really, if we are trading just 5 minute candles, it hasn't gone down after 9:40. So what?
Everything exactly. So first 10 minutes is the red candles, and then we just dragging towards the upside, just drifting slowly. See, the problem with these kind of moves is that if you look at it, it's really slow. Okay, they can easily grab and pull the liquidity from the downside, and it's going to give you a sharp pullback. But right now, I see a lot of water sitting on the upside all the way to the 9,000. That's why if you look at it, it's really slowly moving back up. The point is that what is the entry, right? The entry is the basically the problem here. That given the move is so slow, if you enter without any red candle on a 5 minute, what would be your risk to reward? And always remember, guys, that the trend doesn't end like that, right? So I'm waiting to see if we can find the trend. Trend is on the upside, so we are on the good side of the trade. When we went long, we were on the right side of the trade, so we are not shorting it. So it means that we have picked the direction right. It's just that the price action is too slow, and trying a lot of time, therefore I didn't feel like to hold it. But if you look at it, 24,820, if you have longed, that exactly went to the direction which I was talking about, is going to go and retest the pre-market high, right? But the question is that can you hold it? Sometimes even you're directionally right, you may not able to hold that.
So we are close to R3 right now. So there might be some resistance. 8-1 is the R3.
I think the trend is up. I think people are buying. What I really wanted to see that if you can get the one shakeout pullback to the VWAP, and then reclaimed it, and then I'm gonna go
That's
long.
what I'm saying. So it is kind of reversing at R3 right now, a little bit on the 1 minute. Not that it will stop here, but if we get a reversal here or a pullback, sorry, then yes, we can take it long also.
But that's what I was looking for, the pullback. But unfortunately, I mean, at least you need to see that we were directionally right. Just assume that if we have shorted it on the thinking of, oh, it's going to reverse on the VWAP, imagine what happened to us. We would not be objectively talking now. We would just be forcing the trades then.
No, today is not a short day. It was just a liquidity grab in the beginning. Pre-market low was a very good support, and it made a double bottom, and it on the 5 minute as well as the 1 minute. On the 5 minute, it has a upper high and low structure.
Here you go, 10 o'clock, another move back up, and now the momentum coming in and is taking all the. Here you go, man. We missed the full move. Congratulations. I'm getting FOMO now.
It's Google is jumping, JP Morgan is jumping, Amazon is jumping, and Nvidia is jumping. Everything is jumping. Nvidia has jumped 6 points, 7 points.
NVIDIA?
Yeah, 6.8 points.
Yeah, 189, 187 to 113 points. I will see if we can find a good trade here. Wow, gold is just rushing. I don't know. Gold wanted to be at 10,000. What do you think?
I was telling, right, that because I was talking to someone in India and they're buying gold a lot there right now because they're thinking that the Indian some they keep doing that, right? Demonetize some bigger currencies to reduce corruption. So whoever has some tainted money, they are converting to gold right now.
Guys, get ready, guys. This is the retest of 24,910. This could be a change of trend here, complete reversal. Okay. Um, or we're gonna get the strong pullback, and then we can go back to the upside trend here. Let's see what is going to happen. I'm not sure at this point that what is going to be the next move in the market. Um, can the market completely reverse from here? And it can. Okay, it can completely reverse because the move was very slow move. Always remember the move was not really fast. It was really slow move. Um,
It failed R3.
So it's failed the pre-market high, right? That was the level we were hoping to get the target. So those who went long, they must have taken the profit. Now we wanted to see that can it hold R3 at 5 minute chart, And remember that in the pre-market we identified the level 24,856. That's what I wanted to see, that can we hold 24,856 now? If we can hold 24,856, I'm going to go long. Still holding it, very nicely holding it. I think they're holding it.
So it held R3 on the 5 minute.
Sorry?
It held R3 on the 5 minute
Yeah.
support. Once it breaks the pre-market high, then there'll be no looking back. But it is again.
I'm gonna try for breakout of pre-market high. Is a high risk trade, risk properly, guys. I'm gonna go try the 910 as a risk reward trade if it's gonna break out. Yeah, I see a lot of orders stacking on the top side. There you go. Let's see, can it break 910? Yeah. The moment it's going to break 910, I'm going to start trailing. Okay, I'm going to start trailing it. I'm going to start trailing it. Let's see what it does. Still not break yet. I'm trailing it. Okay, guys, I'm closing it on the break even. I'm not holding it. I don't want to take a risk again of dumping on me on the upside. Not really kind of liking a setup at this point. It looks good, but I mean, if it's let's see if we can break 910, and then we can consider re-entering it. There are a lot of orders stacking on the upside: 9 or 10, 9, 10, 9, 15, 9, 20, 9, 30. Uh, but is not able to break those pre-market highs. So it could be another reversal. I think let's wait for the reversal to the VWAP. I guess that's the better way to trade than to just jump to the trade.
So the first trade was 24820 entry, and what was the exit for you?
I took the 5 points stop loss on it.
Okay. Yeah,
I
five
think
point.
if I wish I could have held that. It's basically almost the 80 points move.
Yeah, on NQ 5 point is not a lot, right?
If I held that, I mean, I was just scared of dropping 50, 60 points on me. That's why I basically took the quick stop. Um, but if we can held that, it could be the 80 points of it. I mean, so far, let's see what it does. It's trying to hold there. I'm not in rush to short or go long because long is really slow here. And if you look at the 5 minutes, we didn't even get a single pullback. But yes, there are a lot of 5 minutes with the bottoming tail. So we have a lot of inside candles. Um, but I would be happy to see if we have a couple of 5 minute consolidation here and then we have a breakout. I think that's much more reliable. So then, it means that institutions are building the position and then we can join them. But at this point, without the consolidation, it's just too risky. Hey, Limerick. Thank you guys for joining us. I really appreciate you guys being here. How's your trading going, guys? So see, 910 is a very key level, and then we have an Asia high, which is a 944. You know, it possible that the New York, but right now it's struggling to even break the New York sessions high, the pre-market high, which is the 910. And a 910 is just not any level on the NQ. Is exactly, if you go back to the uh, in the chart, you can see that the first bounce happened after the drop on Nasdaq on Friday. That's where this was the high of that bounce as well. So it just really means that if we're going to break out this level, it means that those who have short it on the pop, they're going to get squeezed. Yeah, Mark, you can always watch. After coming, in the night. I remember when I was working and I was learning trading. I used to go and watch my mentor trading after the morning session. So in the night when I go back before sleep, I 1 hour I watch the stream. I look the concept, I understand. So yeah, I mean, you don't need to. If you're busy and you're learning, you watch after the fact. That's okay, and that's the way you're gonna learn. And I appreciate you're saying, guys. So see, now we are consolidating. That's what I'm saying. If we consolidate here, and if we break this level, it's just going to go show us that those who have shorted the pop, they are all going to get squeezed, and we're going to go long. But if it fails here, then we look for the downside move, but not until it come below the VWAP. Right now, this trend is upside trend. So this is the second 5 minutes candle, which is consolidating. So get ready, guys. If it's gonna break over 910, I'm not gonna uh, uh, you know hesitate to trade, because right now we risk is 80-80, so it's almost 30-point risk on the NQ with so much volatility today. So I think 30 points is good risk. Let's see, can it break 910? It just a little bit went up and then started coming back down, still not really convincingly break 910 with the volume. So I'm not long yet. I want to see that, with the conviction it come go back up. See, it's failed again. It just tripped a little bit, but it never went up. I guess is just going to trap now the those who went long here on the VWAP on the pre-market. Let's see, can it drop 21 EMA here? See, let's see, can it drop 21 EMA? Still holding it. There are a lot of there are a lot of upside momentum here. So still holding the moving averages. So this drop is just market still not ready to decide what it wants to do. So don't go short, don't go long. We'll see what happens. But I don't see any downside orders now. I still see the long upside orders in the book map. So I'm not sure. I'm not convinced that market is ready for a downside move either.
I mean, I do see orders up to 850.
I mean, not as compared to what you see on the upside liquidity. Maybe there might be some orders. If you look at the book, COB, which is the current order book, the maximum orders are on the upside than the downside. If you are a trader, if you and you go back to the YouTube screen, you can see here. If you are looking the visualization, you need to see that where the most orders sitting at this point, right? Where the balance is. Right now, there may be somewhat, of course, there will always be the orders on every side. But if you look at it, the order on the upside is red bar, the highest order sitting on the upside, right? Now, question is that are we going to go and grab that liquidity and then come back down, or we are going to just sweep this, grab the liquidity, and then just sell off, right? Because there some orders are sitting on the downside, but majority are sitting on the upside. Okay, now we new orders came in at 850 and 900. So they refresh the orders now. Now let's see what happens. Here you go. Start moving back up again. ES is also holding very nicely. I think there was a very strong move on the ES now, 68.90. Okay, 901 is 901, NQ is a 901. But see, if you look at the order on the upside, they remove the order on the upside. The book is no more there now. So they remove the order on the upside. I don't know, man. There's a manipulation going on right now. If you look at the YouTube video, you can clearly see that the order disappeared here. Let me just bring it here. So see if you look at here. So if you look at it here, see here, the order suddenly disappeared. And let me just bring it here back. Here, look at this. So you look at here, the order was sitting there, a big order sitting there, and then they disappeared suddenly, and then add a smaller order. But right now we're here, so I think they're manipulating the market at this point. So they basically disappeared the order immediately. So it's now there's a lot of manipulation going on right now, and they have now just recently re-added the order at 9:15. So I mean, there's something going on. They are just either they're doing spoofing, they're bringing the order. See now the order again. They 9:15. Do you see that? If you look at the book map, 9:15 order disappeared again. Vivek, do you see that?
Yeah, I don't know why my book is a little different, but
No,
maybe
because you're using the book map, the Think or Swim, right?
yeah,
Yeah, you don't have a level 2, complete level 2.
yeah, probably not. Yeah,
So you look at it, see now they have removed the upside order, now they're putting a lot of downside order. So I think, I don't know, it's not reliable anymore. The book map is no more reliable. They're trying manipulating, the spoofing the orders, you know. So we'll see that. I think for me, the bottleneck would be that can we hold 24,850 and the VWAP, or we fail. If we cannot hold above that, then I'm going to go short. But if we're going to hold this level, then we're going to go long. But until then, I cannot decide because the market is just uh, just doing unnecessarily, uh, mm, order manipulation going on into it. They're bringing order, selling it. The algos are working on both sides. It just really means that the direction needs to be decided, and they're not sure whether they need to bring the lift the bits up and then it's going to go back up, or is they wanted to sell off. Now a lot of water sitting on the downside close to 850. I think likely they're going to grab the 840 orders now.
Yeah, I can see that at least on the 1 minute that it is forming a lower high structure, formed a lower high
No, I
structure.
think this is a pullback to the VWAP. I'm telling you, the way this manipulating happening, they're just trying to bring the price back to the VWAP, and that's going to be the key thing. Can it hold the VWAP? If it's going to hold the VWAP, you're going to see the certain buying going to come in, and I'm going to get ready for the long side if we're going to hold the VWAP here. We dropped, okay. We dropped. We are retesting the VWAP now. Can it hold the VWAP, or is just a manipulation? - 830. I think NQ is holding the VWAP. I think this rally is getting fade. There's no VWAP here. They fade the whole rally. See, that's what I was telling you. Remember that the way it was moving slowly and the way the manipulation happening is really hard to trade that manipulation because you don't have real um, edge here. We don't know what market wants to do, especially the way the orders are um, played around. Okay, we are again back to the same price area. I don't know, man. This is just a pure garbage price moving happening right now.
So for this book map that you global one, right? You have
Yeah,
global one,
yeah,
right? You had to buy data separately.
yeah.
Yeah.
All right, this is the first move coming back up now. Um, I'm looking, still looking to get some trade. I don't know. I'm still do not have a good trade yet. I think this is the longest session. I wait 40 minutes without any good trade. Right, Vivek?
Yeah, I did a 15-point risk on the first one and it worked. So uh, I did not do it like a big
No, but
risk.
I mean for me, I mean it's just 40 minutes. I'm not doing anything,
But
even
my,
though we both time directionally right.
yeah.
But I don't find setup. It's the way the book map is manipulating. Now look at the now it become the balance. Look at the upside.
I mean, your
Oh,
trade was good. The first call that you made, I just followed. I mean, I did not
I mean,
follow.
I didn't make money, right? I basically chicken out, whatever you want to say.
Yeah, the call was okay.
The call was, I think that's the important thing, that we are directionally right. So we are not losing money. It's just that we are not, we are waiting for the right setup. So right now, see, if you look at the book map, there's orders on the both side of the book. We are very close to the VWAP again, retesting it. Let's see. The question is that can we hold VWAP now? Now look at the book map, Vivek. Again, order disappeared. I don't know, man, what they're doing. I don't know, man. This is really a very strong manipulative algo working today over time.
That's why those guys who create the book algos, they get big bucks, right? And they change it every day. I worked at
All
Tower
right, I'm
Six.
gonna go short here with a 30-point stop loss on NQ. I'm gonna go short here 820 with the 850 stop loss. Let's see what it does. Okay, I'm entered now. I'm in the trade. I'm gonna take the midday open. Okay, I'm trailing it. I'm trailing it. I'm trailing. I'm not gonna rely too much on it, but I'm trailing it. It's already moving very nicely in that direction. Whatever. Okay, I basically took the profit. And it's just a scalp because I don't know what's market want to do. So I mean, I just want to take the $300 trade. So it's a really good trade. Almost we got 20 points here, 820 to 800. I'm not sure it's too fast whether you guys are able to enter it or not. Were you able to enter? Yeah, this is a really fast
No,
one.
I did not.
Yeah, so
Not.
I entered. You can enter with the entry. The 820 entry and 800 is the profit. Very quick scalp. I'm not sure. I mean, this is just the now market is just consolidating. Market may need time. Look at the range of the 30 minutes. We need a smaller 30 minutes candle to consolidate to understand it. Hey, thanks, Alex. Thank you. He's still coming down. Look at the market. I mean, but I don't rely. Look at the 30 minutes size of the candles is really too big. And the way the algo manipulating. Look at this Vivek, again. Again they disappeared the order. They remove the order. They bringing back the orders. I mean, it's just too much. The problem with the scalping, to be honest, if you look at the data, the most account blows in scalping. Because when you do scalping, you feel like you know what's going to happen next. But actually, it doesn't really happen. It's only going to work one time or two times, and then rest of the time you're just gonna take the paper cut, loss, loss, loss after loss. And if you're not patient in scalping, you're pressing unnecessary buttons, then you might gonna make few bucks here and there, but ultimately you're gonna lose. So that's why I feel like if you're a new trader learning it, the scalping is not a good idea for you. Although you feel like the scalping is a better option to make money, but I'm telling you that keeping it structured, that one or two trades based on your pre-market plan, that will give you a much better edge than scalping. Because scalping is only going to make you lose money. Because the problem is that you know how to start the scalping, but you don't know how to stop the scalping. So people do not lose money to do the trade as scalping. They don't know when to stop scalping. That's where they lose money and they blow their accounts. Yeah, if you have, if you're scalping it with the key levels, or you have exact strategy which doesn't trigger every few seconds, then you might gonna make money. But if you are scalping every 1 minute, you're likely gonna lose a lot of money, right? All right, so see, still the above the pre-market low. So right now we are in the range. If you look at it, we have a range from pre-market low to pre-market high. So it's close to 130 points, 140 points range basically. Guys, I would really appreciate if you like our content, you're enjoying it, you're learning it, you're making good trade with us. Please do give us a thumbs up. Appreciate spreading the word, sharing with your friends and family who want to learn and make some extra bucks. Yeah, come here. I do trade every day from 9 o'clock to 11, close to 10:30. Only 1 2 hours. You can always look for the evening shifts and then come and trade with in the morning and supplement your income. I think that's what it's all about. You do not need too much bigger account. You just buy a one Credify funded accounts and then you can trade it. And if you want a best deal of a Credify account, you can come and use a smart 20 code, and that will help you to access to my strategies, my book map, all the things which I give it to you. It guides you every morning, and then you can make slowly supplement your income. But always remember, there's always going to be a learning curve, and just start with me and stop with me. Don't try to overtrade. I think that is more important. Just today, I'm telling you that I don't even find a good setup, even though we have a good range, but the range doesn't have any, kind of a setup or edge. It's just moving up and down without any directional understanding. So I would not encourage, but if you like us, please do. We love encouragement. We love thumbs up and share with your friends and family about us. Really appreciate, guys. So we will see again is holding 800 and trying to move back up. So I mean, we just in the tinier range now, and it's hard to trade. Man, GC is just moving back up. Just you remember Vivek, we were talking about it. Look at this one. Let me just bring it here. A few minutes ago, I was when initially somebody asked me, and I was saying that you just use a 5 minutes, and moment is dip below the 9:31 EMA. Just try to go long. The moment it started going back up. Look at this. So I think
Yeah.
it was here when we talked about it, close to 9:55. It dipped again. You go long. It's just a very easy money, but it's just that slow uh, and grinding, which is not our style. But somebody wants to trade, they can really trade that too.
Yeah, Alex trades like that. But Alex is not just like simple scalping. He looks at the book map quite a bit, and icebergs and all that. So that's why he makes money.
So Alex, you were saying that where did the iceberg you put it? Where did you go live? You were saying you were live on the iceberg.
Yeah, that's what I didn't see the link either. So where did you put the link, Alex?
If
I
you
would
wanna,
like
if
to
you
see that
you
too.
are on our community, right? So you come to Discord, and there is a channel which is called the book map. You can go and share your screen there if you would like to share iceberg orders. Okay, so is NQ is reclaiming the VWAP. Okay, it's reclaiming the VWAP. Here you go. It's reclaiming the VWAP, guys. This is 856 area which I was talking about. That's a line in the sand. Can it break 856? If it cannot break 856, it's likely going to come back down. Alex, go to our Discord and share there with. Okay, it's breaking 856, guys, with the volume. I'm looking for a long setup now. Come on, give us a pullback. I'm gonna go long on the retest of 856. Anything closer to the 856, 860, whatever, I'm gonna buy the dip. You see, can it squeeze here? Okay, I'm long here. My entry is 860. My entry is 860. Let's see, can we make the retest of 9,000? 900. Okay, moving very nicely in a direction. Come on. Very nicely moving. Come on. I won 900, 24,900. I won at least 24,900. Very nice. Very nice. Come on. Did a bit more. No, 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 no reversal. Come on. ES is struggling to break 86 basically. ES is struggling. Oh, I didn't like this move. Coming back down. Come on. So far, so good. So far, so good. Come on. Give us a 900. Come on. Here you go. I think market is ready for the bounce. It's going to give us a 900. I see a lot of orders sitting on the 900. I think this could be the trade of the day for me. After patience, If it's going to move into a direction, come on. Here you go. Come on, give us a 900. Come on. Here you go. Come on, a little bit more. No, 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 a little bit more. Don't pull back. Come on, no pullback. Come on, no pullback. No, 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 no pullback. Come on. A lot of water sitting on the up top side. It's just pushing back down. I think it's going away from these orders. I'm going to stop out here. I think it's going. It was just a good trade, but I think I need to close the break even. I'm out at the break even. Man, man, I should have taken the profit. It was almost the 30 points in the money. Uh, but I didn't like the price action. It was suddenly it started away going away from the orders. So I'm out. I'm completely out on this trade. I didn't like the price action. Just they're just manipulating the market. Even though I was almost up 800 bucks, I have a 2 NQ contract. It was almost 30 points, and I was just thinking I want to get another 10 points. And here you go. I just stop out of the break even, and look at this. I'm glad I stopped out because they're just manipulating the book map. They're not doing anything else. Is a lower high structure now. I don't know what they wanted to do, but definitely, I'm not gonna touch it. This was my last trade.
So Alex is saying that he sent a link on main chat and in Discord or something.
Let me see here. So Alex, you don't need to send on the main chat. Just go to the live book map, room, and then just share your screen there.
So he's saying accept my application. So it looks like
Oh, you basically I had approved last time. Okay, okay, I reapproved it for you. Okay. Look at this man. See, Vivek, I'm glad I stopped out. Look at this, Vivek. Do you see that?
yeah, I know.
That is,
I feel that R3 is important today, at least for now.
but they're just trying to manipulate. They're bringing the orders. They're just playing with the order flow. It's just choppy market condition at this point. All right, I'm not taking any more trade, guys. I'm done for the day. I'm gonna just stop out, and I will just take the break-even day today. I didn't do much today because market is really the pain. No clean move today. All right, guys. I'm going to close the stream. Yeah, hey, Krishit. Yeah, yeah. How's everything so far, Krishit? Very good. Yeah, good weekend. Yeah. Yeah, that's why we are so patient, right? Good. If you're being patient on Mondays, mean that you have a good weekend. If you're rushing for groceries and everything, is mean that Monday is going to be rushed too. That's usually happens. So yeah, hopefully, yeah. I think today is just the consolidation happening, but there's a lot of manipulation. But I think today is a good lesson to learn. I mean, I'm to be very honest, I'm telling you that today is an extremely good session for learning perspective. Because of the reason is that a lot of time the manipulation happened into the book map. So you go back and check the book map stream again, look at the commentary, and you're gonna see that there's a lot of manipulation today. So you listen to my commentary, right? I was telling all along, and then watch the book map stream on your screen, and then listen to me because today I was just explaining a lot of things on the book map today. Yeah. So you can see that you can check the
So
whole
Alex
stream.
sent
Go back to the today's stream, and then you can watch again. YouTube. Yeah.
Alex sent something to you on live on chat
Yeah, man, bear
on
bull.
the
Yeah, this
screen.
is a bullshit market today. Yeah. Sorry, Vivek, you were saying something?
Alex is saying that he sent you something on Discord just now.
So Alex, don't send me. Okay. So go to the channels. There is a channel named Live Bookmap Order Flow. Do you see that channel? Just go to that channel, click there, and then share the stream. Do you see that, Alex?
Looks like he's
No,
not
he's
able to. That's
allowed,
what he's
so
saying,
he can
right?
join.
Approve,
He can.
approve me first.
All right,
It's
thanks.
saying
Bye,
approve me
Krishna.
first.
You too. All right. See, market is now coming back down again. They're just trying to break this. So VWAP is lost. Um, I don't know. It's a lot of bottoming tail here, so we don't know what is going to coming next again. Are they going to lose this, or they're going to buy back again here? All right. I see somebody. No, you're just gonna lose more money because the reason is that see the problem with the human mind is that you need to understand that you know the trading is addiction. Okay. Trading is addiction, is a gambling, uh, in a form, right? Because if you're not trading as a business, then it just take a slightly few seconds and it's just going to become addiction and then gambling. And market is always going to remain there. And then what you're going to do, you're going to see start sitting, looking at the setup. Every candle, you're going to feel like, oh, this is setup. Oh, this is setup. And what is going to do to your brain is not able to understand that you know what actually happening. It's really hard as a humanly to stay away from those temptations. um, because anytime you anticipate a trade, actually your brain give your signal to your mind that there is an element of hope in making money, right? So when there is an element of hope in making money comes in, automatically you're going against your human instinct, right? The hope and greed, So I personally think that the retail traders do not have a capacity, even they do not have a capacity or ability to stay disciplined for the whole day. And if it's just like it's impossible to have the discipline to control and fight with your national instinct. You can only fight 1 hour, 1.5 hour. You plan your entry, you take the entry, you take the profit. If you're not working, you stop loss, right? But as you continue the session, there is a high probability is that you're gonna lose that focus. You're gonna lose the discipline. and it's just not possible, and it's just not possible to continue with the discipline. At least for me, it's not possible. I'm not sure that other can do how they can do it, but I can tell you that, and you're gonna see that lot of individuals who are must be profitable, and you see on the YouTube or the Discord, they likely will not have longer sessions. Even they have a longer session, they might not be trading themselves. Then they were just calling out the trades. They might not be trading. I'm in just how many hours now? It's 10:40. I'm extremely exhausted. Extremely exhausted. Now, if you ask me, every candle looks like me a good trade. You know, right? And right now we know it's a range. It's so tempting for me to go short and reverse with the long idea. But now see, it's back to the support. I have no idea. If I tell you, I will not tell you the truth, whether it's going to break down under the lows or not. I have no idea. It may not be, right. But the question is, if it's going to break down, then again I need to wait for the right setup to come in. I can't just take the breakdown. What if it just break down and then, like the previous two times, is make a bottoming tail and move back up again, right? So I think that the more you stay in the session, the more you're going to lose your patience, and the more you're going to lose the discipline. Unless you change your time frame. So, for instance, if we are taking a trade in 1 minute and 5 minutes in the opening sessions, you may change your time frame to 15 minutes or 20 minutes time frame. Then it may be slow you down, right? But if you again looking back 1 minute, 2 minute, 5 minute, and you're not slowing down yourself, you're likely gonna lose money. It's just gonna slow down, right? Now the structure is 15 minutes. You're not looking at all 1 minute. So it's mean that any trade is going to be happen in the 15 minutes time frame. So the idea is that you do not need to look at 1 minute then, because if you're gonna look at the 1 minute, you're gonna find why people below in afternoon, because every 1 minute you're gonna feel like this is a setup, but actually it's not a setup. It's just going to reverse on you immediately. The moment you're gonna enter, assume that, okay, let's take an example. I'm going in a sim, okay? This is breaking down. I'm assuming this is a short entry and I'm going in a sim short. Let's see what happened. Okay, okay. This is the short, right? Yeah, but looking at the book map in the chart, if you look at it, it's just failing the previous support created, right? In the morning, 9:30 a.m. It's breaking opening range. So you just try to do a 1 minute trading in afternoon and see that how many times you're profitable. There's a high likelihood that you're gonna think it's a short, you're gonna short, and it's likely going to reverse on you. Or you're gonna think it's long and you're gonna go long and it's going to reverse on you again. So that's a good thing. See, so it's every that's comes in that everybody is different, right? Sometimes I'm basically a morning guy, right? So I look for the pre-market plans, uh, and then I like to trade those pre-market plans, the structure. The moment the market turns to 11 o'clock, I lose the structure. Now this my structure is no more relevant. I need to now rebuild the structure based on the first 3 hours of price action, right? So if you think that the after the morning session data you can see the market better, then it's mean that you are the afternoon person. So that's why every person is different. So just like you, right? I would tell you that I would just short it this based on my morning structure, and if I've shorted it on the same, it reverse on me. Sometimes, But see, my plan, my understanding is that but basically when you're trading in the morning, what you're trading, you're trading against the novice retail traders, because everybody overnight they come in the morning and they have pump up, right? They have a new money coming in, they have new ideas coming in, so you are basically trading against that flow. You have the preparation time set, you understand the market context, you have a technical analysis, you analyze it, and you're gonna see, you know what, the retail would be thinking of going this one, but based on the price action, it looks very different. So you always have a chance to go, because institutions are also going against the inflow money. And if you have ability to read that market in the morning, you are going to join the institutions and going to play against them. But once dust settles, so volatility shrinks, now either is going to be a trend day, is going to be a non-trend day, right? That's the only two things happen, right? Is either is going to trend or is going to top. Right now, the based on the price action, I cannot tell whether it's going to trend day to day or it's going to top, right? So that's why for me to now have another patience and another hour long sitting just to wait for the market to clarity, I don't have the capacity anymore. I'm done for the day. My mind is really exhausted now.
Yeah, I'm taking off as well. I'm exhausted as well. So let's call it a day,
Exactly. All right,
right?
guys. So stay relaxed, stay
Thanks a
patient,
lot.
and don't think that it's going to break down. It may break down. If its breakdown happens, then you take, trades accordingly. Right now, we are still above the pre-market low, so we are clearly in the range between the pre-market high and the pre-market low. Okay. All right, guys. Bye. Take care. I'll see you tomorrow. And those who want to join our strategy classes, please go to the visit our smarttraders.com and join our strategy classes if you're interested in learning our methodology. All right. Thank you, guys. Thank you,
Awesome.
everyone on the Discord.